Hey Aquanuts, this is Derek coming at you live on Facebook for this particular episode number 16. This is the after Labor Day blues, and I've got 5 tips to make it better for you. So coming in with tip number 1, it's not time. It's not. You people that are starting to close your pool down, it's not time. So how do you know when it's time? When the water temperature, not the air temperature, not the temperature that you're no longer comfortable swimming in, but the water temperature is below 55. So here's that little threshold there. Why is it 55? Well, living organisms such as algae really don't like to thrive and live and grow in areas that are below 55 Fahrenheit. Don't know what that is in Celsius. Maybe I can put it in the description. But 55, that's the sweet spot right there. So it's not time. For those of you saying it is time, I've got a bunch of leaves falling. Stay tuned for tip number 5. That's going to answer that question for you. So don't close your pool until the water temperature drops below 55, and when you're getting ready to open your pool, make sure it's also below 55. That will keep you from spending hundreds or if not thousands of dollars getting your pool clear from swamp. Tip number 2, swim season versus pool season. And that is what I just alluded to a moment ago. What is the difference between swim season and pool season? Well, swim season is just that. That is the temperature that your pool is comfortable for you to swim in. Me personally, I like about 85. 85, give or take a couple of degrees, that's my temperature. My wife likes it a little warmer. That is swim season for me. So what's pool season? Well, pool season could be year-round depending on where you're at. Now my pool, South Carolina, the water temperature dropped to around 45 but never got below that. Ever. So there's no way that I would ever close that pool. It doesn't make sense. The water never gets to freezing. You keep your pump and filter running when the air temperature is freezing, but your pool is open year-round. That is pool season. South Carolina, pool season is year-round. Now once you get up to the New England area, you get up to, hey, that shouldn't have happened. Whenever you get up to New Jersey, New York, there you've got a pool season and you need to shut your pools down. Canada, you need to shut those puppies down and you need to winterize those pools. So that's the difference between pool season and swim season, and hundreds of people, thousands of people, most people think they're the same. They are not. Tip number 3. Here's a couple of ways to extend your swim season. Number 1, and my favorite way, it's what I have on my pool, and that is a gas heater. We're using natural gas. Propane works just as well. The next thing is you could use a heat pump. Now a heat pump is not an electric heater. It is also not a heater. It is a heat pump. And the difference is a heater uses a combustible like a gas. A heat pump pulls the heat out of the air, and a heater or an electric heater uses electric coils and heats up those electric coils using electricity. So that's the difference between a heater, a heat pump, and an electric heater. Nobody uses electric heaters on swimming pools. It just costs too damn much. So a heat pump is a great option, but it has its limits, whereas heaters do not. The other option is you can use a solar blanket, but I'm going to get to solar blankets in a minute also. But solar blankets are great for extending the life of your swim season. Tip number 4. If you're putting a cover on now to keep the leaves out, which you can totally do, then make sure that you keep your pump running. That's right. You got your safety cover on. You're keeping your system up and running. Your pump, your filter, heater if you want, your chlorinator of choice, whether that be a salt cell or a tablet feeder. Keep all of that stuff running, again, until the water temperature drops below 55. Then you can take your cover back off, winterize your pool, reverse the process during the springtime. So I know a lot of my customers do this because the leaves just start falling like crazy. It's difficult to believe I'm even talking about this subject now of closing pools when it is so hot right now. I think it's like 97 degrees where I'm sitting right now, and I am in the shade. My dog is over there where it's 117. I don't know. Anyway, so that is an excellent option. And number 5. This is solar covers. Solar covers are to extend the period of time in which you can do your swim season. They are not to be left on your pool. They are most certainly not to be left on your pool over the winter time. So you never want to put your solar cover on your pool and then put a safety cover over that. You also really don't want to use the solar covers during the daytime, because the sun will degrade the solar cover. Let's face it, it's just like industrial grade bubble wrap. That's all a solar cover is, and it degrades over time, especially with UV light. They're not designed for that. So most people that use them properly, when the sun goes down, they pull out the solar cover, they put it over their water, and during the morning time, they pull their solar cover back off. That's going to keep the heat loss through the night from happening. You don't have heat loss during the day unless it's really, really cold. Your bonus: it takes considerable knowledge just to realize the extent of your own ignorance. Thomas Sowell? Anyway, on the screen you will have a link to a video. If you will please go watch that, give this a like, a thumbs up, definitely leave me a comment. I will be forever thankful. See you next time. Peace.